Welcome. So today we're going to go on the third step of the How to Meditate class series for teachers. And hopefully you've been able to go through the first two steps. The first one is the foundation steps of the getting the energy right and the physical, the body to work in the right way to help your meditation. And last time we covered the three stages of relaxation, going through the body, the feelings, and the intellect. So today we're going to focus on the heart of this, of why we want to meditate. The whole idea is we're trying to take that energy that usually goes outward into the external world and turn that energy back inside so we can explore our own inner life, the inner dimension of ourselves, and find that there's a lot of really nice things inside. The major one we're going to focus on in this series is peace, inner peace, so we can have a deep experience of that quality. And then also in today's class, we're going to learn how to bring our students, our children, into that experience and to actually, I might say, commune with them on that level as a basis for our outer interactions with them. Okay, so let's see, anything else today? We're going to work with a particular part of the body. We're going to work with this, sometimes it's called the point between the eyebrows. It's also the kind of the seat of the prefrontal cortex in the brain that a lot of scientists are exploring right now. It's one of the most interesting and challenging parts of the brain to explore. Nobody completely understands it yet. But we're not going to try to necessarily understand it. We're just going to try to experience that place of concentration and take a benefit from the connecting with it. Okay, so I'm going to just take you through very briefly. So again, going through the chart that you've had access to, the 12 steps to meditation. So the first couple are checking your energy level. Okay, so you want to see, do I have the energy to actually have a worthwhile meditation? And so if it seems a little low, you're going to do the awake and ready exercises or some form of lifting the energy. I'm awake and ready. I'm awake and ready. But you're just using this as a self-reflective tool. If your energy is high, great. If you can just skip over that step. Second step was, all right, we've got a lot of energy, but is it nervous, or do I need to calm it down a little bit? And if that's the feedback you get from looking at your own body, then you want to take some time, do some stretches, some yoga postures, inhaling up and exhaling down, and then working with that as many times as you need to get to that focal point that we want to work with the quality of energy we've got. So then the next phase was working with just getting the spine erect and also the breathing apparatus working. So we're breathing from the diaphragm, not just from the chest. So when that foundation is set, then we're ready to dive in, and I will go through a brief version of the three stages of relaxation before we get into the core of today's topic. Okay, so first the body. So we're going to use the inhale, hold the breath, tense, feel all that tension, and then relax the breath and the body. Let's do it together. So inhale, tense the body, tense all the muscle parts you can find, and relax. Feel the relaxation. Let's do it again, inhaling and tensing. Hold the tension. Exhale. Feel the tension, feel the peace, feel the relaxation. So again, you can do that as many times as you need to get to that point where you really feel the whole body is relaxed. And I encourage you to do a little mental inventory to get that. You can go through your body as quickly as you want to, but try to hit all the pieces. So just starting at the feet, and just trying to really feel that relaxation in the feet. Really feel the muscles relaxed. And then drawing that attention, that feeling of peace up through the legs, calves, the knees, the thighs. And then feeling that peace and relaxation all around the mid part of the body. The hips, the abdomen, the buttocks, the stomach. So it's an actual experience you want to have of peace, not just a mental category, but a real feeling of it. And then focusing on the hands and fingers, all the way up through the arms, the elbows, and the chest, shoulders, back. Again, feeling that peace in each of those parts, and on through the neck and throat, all through the face, the cheeks, chin, mouth, lips, tongue, ears, nose, eyes, eyebrows, eyelids, then up through the brain and the forehead. And the checkpoint for this stage is just being able to feel that flow of peace from the top of the head to the toes. Just a feeling of relaxation. Okay, the second step is working with feelings, trying to calm down those pulls that are going to want to take our mind back outward, especially into the past, things that have upset us in the past, or worries about the future, just things that are more on an emotional level. I just want to say that, right now, we just want to calm those things down. If they're important, we'll look at them later. But for this time we're meditating, we want to really set them aside. So we're going to use the triangle breathing to help us to do that. Again, we're using the breath as the main tool for our refocusing of our attention. So this time without tension, without any physical tension, just measuring the breath. So we'll inhale for 6 counts. Hold the breath for 6 counts. And exhale for 6 counts. And then repeat. Hold. And exhale. Why don't you do one more round on your own? Okay, now we're ready to go deeper. But again, if you're meditating, trying to meditate, and you start to feel your energy is keeping you pulled back by something that's disturbing to you, go back to this exercise and do it a few more times until you feel like you're free of it. Okay, let's say that we don't have those pulls anymore at this point. We've been able to set them aside for the next 10 minutes. Anything can be set aside for 10 minutes, right? Nothing's that important. Okay, now we're going to go to the thoughts, the mind level. So again, just checking the body, make sure we haven't picked up any pockets of tension along the way here. Now we're going to see if we can just set aside the need to control the breath. The skill we're trying to develop of observing the breath, just watching it, just like you were watching somebody else breathe. So just watching the breath, maybe first in the stomach, letting the breath find its own rhythm, giving it permission to breathe deeply or shallowly, rapidly or slowly, doesn't make any difference. Just all we're doing is watching. Let's see if we can just watch 5 breaths. Okay, now we're going to try to go a little deeper by adding the mantra. So Hong, Saw, Hong on the inhalation, Saw on the exhalation. But again, letting those exhalation and inhalations come naturally at their own rhythm. And if you'd rather translate it into English and use I am peace, that's fine. I am on the inhalation, peace on the exhalation. Let's watch a couple of breaths like that. Okay, now continue watching the breath with the mantra. We want to bring the focus up to the nose, and you're observing the breath in the nose now. Keep the mantra going. As your attention deepens, one of the things that's going to become obvious is that there's a difference in temperature between the inhalation and exhalation. Just feel that difference of the coolness of the inhalation, the warmth of the exhalation. Let's just see that breath coming higher and higher in the nose as we become more attentive. First, we can feel at the very outward tip of the nose, but gradually we're going to be able to feel it like in the middle of the nose. Especially you can feel that coolness going up there and the warmth descending from above. As you relax more deeply, see if you can't feel the breath higher and higher in the nose. Now at the top of the nose, that's where we get to the point between the eyebrows. You can actually start to feel the breath going right up the top of the nose, right behind the point between the eyebrows. And this point is the seat of energy focus there, that as our attention deepens, we can start to feel a vibration there, a vibration of energy emanating from that point. There in the forefront of the prefrontal cortex. But you can feel a point of energy there. And this energy can have different forms for different people, different times. But first is there's an energy, like a little awakening of there. And we can often feel that as peace, kind of a sense of peace expanding out from that point between the eyebrows. Let's just spend a moment or two feeling that as the breath, as you're watching the breath coming up behind that point, and feel like it's just awakening the energy there. Again, letting it find its own rhythm, the breath, following up the mantra. This time trying to see it there at the top of the inhalation and that point of energy awakening. Now, some people experience this point as peace. Others will feel more like a light, a sense of light opening up there. Other people can feel it as a sense of joy expanding. However you experience it, just feel it as just awakening that energy there. Now, at some point, this energy is going to get strong enough that we can switch our attention. And you're the one that has to find that transition point. And you can kind of experiment a little bit. But when you think it's strong enough to hold your attention, you're going to release the breath, not even think about it anymore, and focus your attention only on that energy point, whether it's peace, light, joy. And see if you can't just hold your attention there like a searchlight. And with that attentiveness, that energy is going to get stronger. This feeling of peace will get stronger, sense of light, joy. You can feel it expanding throughout your forehead. And then just visualize that peace and light, joy, stretching out through your whole brain. Every aspect of your brain is being touched by that peace, that light, that joy. I feel like that energy is like creating a room that you're standing in the middle of, a space, a very safe space, very dynamic, uplifted space. You can feel that room filled with light, joy, and peace. Now at this point, we want to welcome into this room of peace and light. We want to welcome our students, the children in our lives. You can have them come in one by one, or in groups, or all together. Or you can just focus on one child at a time, actually. That's another approach. However you'd like to do it. You want to hold that child or these children at the focus point of your concentration in the middle of this room, this center of light, peace, joy. Without really thinking about them, their positive or negative qualities or anything like that, just seeing them as beings surrounded, permeated by these qualities of light, peace, and joy. Opening to them and communing with them so that you're sharing that light and peace. Feel that energy dissolving, any tensions, any blocks. So there's just a complete openness and receptivity. So you could stay in this state as long as you feel it's appropriate. You can change the focus to different children if you'd like to. But for today, we're just going to close our meditation at this point, and we can come back to it tomorrow and deepen it even further. So to close the meditation, we're just going to inhale and exhale deeply, and then come back out to outer consciousness, trying to bring that experience of that peace and light with us. And then in our last class, next time, we'll talk about trying to carry this inner experience outward into all the different parts of our outward life. Okay, I hope you get to practice until the next time.